So I've been driving trucks total about 20 years, I guess. And I left for 3 years. Then I came back about 2 years ago. Almost 2 years. This job's gotten dangerous, man. So I'm watching a truck right now. I guess they call it the CDL crawl, because after 5 miles per hour, your logs kick on to drive. It's fucking annoying, man. They weren't doing that 5.5 years ago when I left. Anymore, I think if you're a white American, black American, even a Puerto Rican, I think you're probably a minority in this business. I don't care what they say is going on in these states about revoking license. It's that's one of the first things I noticed when I came back 2 years ago. I didn't realize it at the time, like when I was driving, because you got a lot of Russians started coming in. I started in like 2002. Maybe a few years into driving, you had a lot of your Russians. You had the guys with the beards and the head wraps, whatever you're gonna call them. I don't know if they're turbans or whatever the fuck they are. They're coming in. I don't know what their deal was, but they were okay. You always heard that story about 3 Indian drivers or trucks in the shop. You always hear these stories. I don't know if it ever even happened once. It can be in a truck stop getting an inspection done, or DOT is doing an inspection and there's a hole in the back, of the truck with a 5-gallon bucket. And there's 3 drivers, so they're driving down the road. If they need a piss or shit, they just do it in the bucket. I don't know if this ever happened. I have seen 3 drivers, Indian, Pakistani, whatever drivers, roll out of a truck before. Whatever. The truck stops, man, they park every fucking place. I don't remember, like when we were on paper logs, I don't remember that. Where's my camera? Where am I supposed to look? Am I supposed to look right here? I don't remember that. I used to drive all hours. Never thought twice about being able to find a parking spot. I mean, you can find a parking spot these days. Might be on the shoulder of a rest area. I don't like shoulders. On ramps, off ramps. I don't like. I've done it once, I think. Maybe twice. I think twice. After stopping at 3 truck stops. But it's almost, if you're not parked by 7 o'clock in the evening, good luck. Then they start. I strategically park if I can to where there's no way I'm going to get blocked in. And sometimes, you park where you can't, like in a proper parking spot, and they're fucking parked every fucking which way. The roads, these fucking phones, man. this, I'm in a 65 mile per hour truck. I'm fine with that. But man, you see these guys, they're coming up behind you and they're weaving around, even into trucks. They pass you up. They got that fucking phone in their hand, texting. Maybe, I don't know. The cars, just even, it's part of the job. But man, one thing that gets me is when you are trying to merge in a big truck, the cars, they're not paying attention, or they don't fucking care. It's rather difficult to safely move over. But that son of a bitch be the first one to fucking cut in front of your ass to get, over 3 lanes of traffic on a route they drive every freaking day to make their exit. We see it every day. Saw a guy pulling out on the freeway, and this dude's hauling ass, man. I get out, hey, left lane's open, dude. I get out into the, on the highway, and it looked like the guy was going to hit me. He was in a car. No surprise when he passed me up. Wasn't even holding on to his fucking steering wheel. Wasn't one of those, what do you call it? Elon Musk cars, but it's like a whatever Japanese car, and whatever it is, and both hands typing. It's like, oh, okay, so he wasn't even fucking paying attention. And you can tell, man. You can tell when you're behind a truck or a car, and if a non-truck driver watches, we know how fast people are going in front of us. Most of these trucks, company trucks, got little radars. I can tell if you're driving 72, 52, whatever. And I think you're about, if you're honestly, like within about 300 yards, I think. But man, when that driver that speeds up and down and up and down, and you say, fuck it, I want to pass them up, got that damn phone in their hand. It's become a dangerous fucking job. It really has. I'm not saying it wasn't like some risk before, but that's one thing I noticed when I came back after 3 years. It's different out here. Oh, the fucking bathrooms. If I take a piss, I don't even wash my hands anymore in these truck stops. Because I think, okay, so I start, within my first year, I quit brushing my teeth in the truck stops. I just do it here in my driver's seat, spit out the window or whatever. First time I saw a foot in the sink, I went, no. But when I'm not a germaphobe, but when you think about these sinks, man, so, again, you got the foot, people blowing snot rockets, they're spitting up loogies, they're, plus, brushing their teeth, spitting. You don't know what these people have, man. You don't, if it's the flu, whatever. I don't want to even catch the flu out here, common cold, anything, nothing, if I can help it. And even the workers, I've seen this, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. They got a towel, they're cleaning the bathroom stalls and the urinals. Same towel they're wiping down the sinks. They don't give a shit. There's, whatever. probably not even trained whatever you want to call it, sanitation, proper sanitation. Just go and wipe down the toilets and wipe down the sinks, every 30 minutes or every hour. The water bottles, and that's the other thing of those things. I mean, these guys are hosing their butts off. All right, that's cool. That's cool. You keep your butt clean. They leave these bottles in the stalls, and then when they're filling up, they fill it up in the sink. Well, is that a new bottle? Something that they just drank out of, or are they reusing their butt bottle? And okay, and this is everywhere in society. The fucking bathroom stalls are now the modern day phone booth and media room. You'll see 3 or 4 people waiting sometimes to use the bathroom, but you hear blah, 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 blah. They're on their fucking phones talking to the goat that they're back home or whatever. Americans do it too. The few American drivers that are left out on the road, they're watching TV. Dude, you have to be stimulated 24 hours a day, man. It's like, just take a fucking minute for yourself. I don't care if you're pissing or shitting. You can have some free. I don't know. I don't want to hear someone that, my phone call isn't that important, and your phone call is not important. Let me take my fucking shit. It's just, I don't know, like this job. I work for a decent company. I'm happy with them, but can't wait till I can retire. I am 62 and a half. I'm done, man. Fucking done. And hell, there's times you can be on a fuel island. Half the trucks are Canadian trucks. I saw a guy recently. He's backing up, and I was still about close to 100 yards away. I'm going, dude, he's going to take that fucking bumper out. Took the bumper out, and he did go bang on the driver's door. He's probably inside, maybe, because there was a dog. That's another thing. But anyways, there was a dog in the truck, so obviously, it wasn't someone home on the weekend. The guy left. And it was again, an Indian or Pakistani driver, and the other truck was out of Quebec, so probably an Indian or Pakistani too. So it's like, yeah, all right, whatever. I'm not gonna get involved in it. I didn't take photos of the guy that left or anything. I don't know. Maybe he did the right thing. I don't know. But man, if you get close to a major city, don't even think about. If it's a huge truck stop, maybe. But a lot of these trucks, man, these drivers, they use these truck stops as where they park their truck, whether it's on the weekend, if they're out, coming back once a month or whatever. Just park the trucks for their days off. Even you'll see cars parked in some of these parking spots so they can save their spot. And this was, like that was a little bit of that, early on in my driving days. And now it's fucking everywhere, man. I don't know. I'm just kind of venting about this shit. That's all.